new segment. It is Mount Flushmore's.
Meow, meow, meow.
It is Mount Rushmore season, but Bizarro world. We're in the upside down world from Stranger Things. So who wants to start? So we're basically picking the worst 4 of something, right? It's just the opposite around
Mount Flushmore, the most toilet versions of whatever the category is. So,
okay.
I don't know, Hank, you want to tell us who's starting?
Sure, I'll start.
Okay.
So it's going to go Hank, and then
let's go youngest to oldest.
Okay. Perfect.
Raisin Bran.
Bad.
Cereal's tough because there's I think a lot of cereals are pretty good. But Raisin Bran, never enough raisins, and I feel like you end up throwing away half of it or more because it gets so soggy.
Yeah,
true. It is an all-time soggy cereal, and when you have a bite that's got a good amount of raisins, it's okay, it's decent. But that whole 2 scoops thing is such bullshit. Like 2 scoops of what? It could be like 2 scoops from a shot glass of raisins that go into each box.
Raisin Bran is that one cereal that I feel like once a year you're like, I want to give this a try, and
then be healthy. Yeah,
you realize that sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's a good first choice. My first choice is going to be, I'm going to go with cornflakes. Plain cornflakes.
Mm-hmm.
Hate them.
Well, you have PTSD.
I do, but I think most people would agree with me that cornflakes, I think they were invented to prevent people in the army from getting erections. Someone has to fact check me on that one, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. And yeah, my dad did buy 70 to 100 boxes of cornflakes because he found a deal at the grocery store where they paid him 4 cents a box to buy them. So that's all that I ate throughout my entire high school life. And so I hate them worse than Satan. Like if you surround me in a room full of cornflakes, that is my own personal hell. But yeah, I've got some history there, but I think you'll agree cornflakes are trash.
Yeah, they're just they're like, why wouldn't you just get Frosted Flakes?
Yeah, cornflakes, that's a classic cereal where it's like cornflakes are part of this complete breakfast. And it shows like somebody like on the back of the box and they're just like sitting in a juice cafe surrounded by vegetables. And then in the middle, there's like one tiny bowl of cornflakes.
All right, I got 2. I'm gonna go with Kashi, whatever that fucking thing is that everyone has. You see it next to all the cereal. It is a cereal, right? Kashi.
I think it is a cereal. Yeah.
Kashi. I think I've had it once or twice, and I hated it so much that I just tried to blank it out of my memory. It's
Oh yeah,
it's so gross, so gross. All right, so that one, it's they almost like need to separate it because I almost get offended when I'm buying cereal and I see it there and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. This isn't cereal.
Yeah, when you see that box, you're like, this is the wrong aisle.
Right.
It should be in this box should be in the aisle that I intentionally don't go down every time I'm in the grocery, the weird aisle.
Yes, exactly. Like the weird off-brand, like locally produced shit, where you can just get a bunch of granola and Kashi. All right, so Kashi, and then Hank, I actually have a worse version of Raisin Bran, I think, and that's Grape Nuts. Grape Nuts are so gross. And it's like, hey, you think Raisin Bran's bad? Try some Grape Nuts. Really bad.
Agreed. Yeah, Grape Nuts are trash. But what you'll find is there are some weird Grape Nut stands out there. It's like there's a fandom of people that love Grape Nuts.
By the way, I'm just realizing this. Should we, when we put this out, should we be like best cereals just to get the internet mad? Yes, we should.
Yeah, like Mount Rushmore season's back.
Yes, we should definitely not for at least this one. We should actually do that for every single Mount. We should people who listen know what we're talking about, but for Twitter and Instagram, we should always phrase it like the best and then watch people get really upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect Mount Flushmore. Okay. All right, go ahead, PFT.
Okay, my next one, I'm going to go with just plain Rice Krispies. Plain Rice Krispies are bad.
Soggy on contact.
They're more than good.
What is that?
Oh, no, that's Frosted Flakes. Shit.
No, dude, Rice Krispies are literally soggy on contact. It's a great pick.
Yeah.
They used to have the fire commercial songs, though.
When I'm eating Rice Krispies, it feels like something that you'd feed a horse.
The problem with Rice Krispies, BFT, is that they're such a bad cereal, but then they make the greatest treat. Like that's right. It's such a bizarre. Like they should just discontinue Rice Krispies as a cereal and just make Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, and I want to be clear on this. Rice Krispie treats and Rice Krispie treats cereal is awesome.
Yes,
but Rice Krispie, I mean, it just goes to show you that you can literally add sugar, butter, and marshmallow flavoring to anything, and it becomes just like a stoner's delight.
Yes, good pick, Hank.
I will go with Honey Smacks.
Ooh, good one.
Damn it.
Gross.
Honey Smacks, like whoever made Honey Smacks, they were like the nerd at like the lunch table. Like, hey, can I sit here? You know, Fruit Loops and Corn Pops and Lucky Charms and all the like everything else is just sitting having a good time. And Honey Smacks shows up. It's like, hey guys, what's up? I'm a sugar cereal.
Well, and
this might be
trying so hard too.
A controversial one, but my next one is Corn Pops.
Oh,
agreed.
That is controversial. I like Corn Pops, but
I don't like them. It just tastes like nothing. It's just you're eating air, basically.
Well, it's sugar, but yeah.
Sugary air.
Yeah. I agree with Hank. And I had the Honey Smacks on my list too because I hate that fucking frog with the backwards hat. It's like Poochie from The Simpsons, and they taste like pecan flavored asshole. But that's another story. But my next pick is going to be, I'm going to go with Wheaties. Great boxes, and they're great marketers because they made everyone who wins an Olympic gold medal want to be on the cover of their cereal box, even though their cereal tastes like shit. Tastes like an old person's like butthole. So yeah, not a fan of the Wheaties. Okay,
good pick. All right, I'll go with kind of going off Wheaties. Wheat Chex. Wheat Chex are gross. I don't mind regular Chex. You know, what is it? Rice and corn. I always get them confused. I don't really know the difference. But you see Wheat Chex and you're like, what the fuck is this? And they're so dry and ugh.
Chex Mix though, pretty good.
Chex Mix pretty good. Chex Mix very good actually. How about this one? And this one's going to be, I feel like controversial, but it's the because I like this, but I like it in a certain way because I add sugar to it. So shredded wheat on its own, the big ones, you ever seen the big ones? That's trash. But I do like mini shredded wheats with adding Honey Nut Cheerios.
Well, but they also have frosted mini wheats too.
Right, that frosted mini wheats I love. I don't love, but I eat shredded wheat, those mini ones with an added sugar cereal. But the big shredded wheat, the like original shredded wheat, are insane. They're like they're huge fucking blocks of shredded wheat.
Yeah, it's like 9 per box.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's like a loaf of bread that'll cut the roof of your mouth.
Yeah. Do you like, Hank? You like that little shredded wheat Honey Nut Cheerio combo?
Yeah, that's a good combo.
That's a bowel movement cereal. That's where you just like, hey, I know this thing is healthy, but I can't eat it unless I add the unhealthy thing, and they combine them, and then you got the health.
It also might be unkosher, but I've always been a big cereal mixer.
No, I like that.
Honey Nut Cheerios, Apple Jacks, Honey Nut Cheerios, Lucky Charms.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, never mind. I don't like that.
Whatever you got, mix it up. Like the soda dispenser, when you just do every soda, like sometimes I would just throw my cereals in.
That's insane.
This is the man who brought you buffalo sauce combined with barbecue sauce, so it makes sense. Barbacuffalo. All right, PFT, your last pick.
Total. Easy, total. Total's trash. It's total garbage. It just makes you shit. That's all it does, which is that's okay, but it tastes just terrible. There are no redeeming qualities about that cereal.
Agreed.
This is way more controversial than my last one, but easily my least favorite cereal, Frosted Flakes.
Oh,
that's the worst
great.
option.
Tony
I
the
never
Tiger?
liked them growing up, and I'd go to my friend's house for sleepovers or whatever, and like, oh, want Frosted Flakes? No. Disgusting. Never.
Oh, man. That's brutal.
I like Tony the Tiger. He's a cool guy. Good mascot.
Is it like
good commercials, catchy songs. Frosted
if you're
Flakes.
a parent and Hank comes over to your house for like a sleepover, your son invites Hank Lockwood over, and in the morning you bring out the Frosted Flakes, and Hank's like, ew, gross. Do you have Honey Smacks and Honey Nut Cheerios and Lucky Charms and Kicks that I can mix together
I would just like drink the milk and then be like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah. The only other one I had on my list that I honestly, and this is probably a little bit of quarantine brain, I can't remember if I don't like it or not. I can't remember if I don't like life or not.
I was ready to defend life until I died. Life is delicious.
Is it?
Life is good.
It's not bad.
Life is good.
I honestly can't remember the last time I had it, and I was thinking about it. I was like going through my brain. I was like, do I like life? That's where we're at with the quarantine.
Yeah. Well, with life,
life is good, Big Cat. Life is good.
But it's the most boring packaging that you could ever imagine. Like whoever dreamed that up, they haven't changed the front of that box since like 1965.
It's kind of weird now that we're talking about this that there's no there hasn't been like any new awesome new cereal.
They just take candy bars and turn them into cereals now.
Right.
They have Sour Patch Kids cereal.
It's like Hollywood. They just take the fucking comics and make them into movies. Give us a new cereal.
Yeah, there hasn't been any breakthroughs in the cereal game. Cheerios has come out with 40 sequels, and most of them are pretty good. But yeah, there hasn't been a new staple in the pantry in a long time. Maybe we should change that.
I'm also happy that no one said Honey Bunches of Oats, because that's the greatest hack of I'm eating healthy, but it's really just sugar cereal.
Agreed.
I love Honey Bunches of Oats. It's my favorite. Oh yeah, I'm eating healthy here.
You know what I left out? Trix. Trix is trash.
Trix is trash. Trix is
delicious. Trix is good.
No, Trix is big time trash.
I mean, I agree with Hank that Trix would be good as to sprinkle in as one of your mixture elements, Hank. But a full bowl of Trix, no thank you.
Trix and Fruity Pebbles? Forget it.
All right, so that's our first Mount Flushmore. We'll do them every show. So if you have something that you think we should rank the worst 4 options of, we will do anything. The world is our oyster because we've never done it. So we can basically go forever for this, and we are going to tweet out that they're our favorites. Imagine when we do this when we're worst power forwards of all time, and then we just tweet out the best 4 power forwards of all time. People are going to get so mad.